السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي جعل الشمس والقمر حسبانا والنجم والشجر يسجدان، فضل إنسانا على إنسان وزمانا على زمان، كما فضل مكانا على مكان. والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وحبيبنا وأعلانا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy, lesson number 16. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to make al-fi'l madi emphatic, understand what is harfu tahqiqin. So in this lesson, we're going to learn how to make al-fi'l madi emphatic, the way we have learned how to make al-jumlatul ismiya emphatic. Same way, we will learn how to make al-fi'l madi emphatic to give us a stronger meaning, and understand what is harfu tahqiqin. We have learned the 6 groups of the verbs of al-fi'l al-madi. First group is the nasara group, and we have all these verbs in this group: sajada, kharaja, halada, dakhala, qa'ada, kafara, fasaqa, sadaqa, sha'ara, hakaman, balagha. There are more, it's not limited. This is just some of the fi'l that comes from this group. Second group, this is the fataha group, and all these verbs comes from this group. And the third group is daraba group, and all these verbs come from this group. Third one is a samia group, and the fourth one hasiba, and the fifth one karuma. The way we did was the middle letter having fatha first. So nasara, middle letter is a fatha. Fataha, middle letter fatha. Daraba, the middle letter fatha. Sami'a, the middle letter kasra. Sami'a. Hasiba, the middle letter kasra. And karuma is only the group, the middle letter has a dhamma. Let's recap what we've been doing so far in Jumla al-Ismiya and al-Jumlatul Fi'liya. The slots, we have to remember the slots, the name of the slots. In al-Jumlatul Fi'liya, there's only 2 slots. Number 1 is Mubtada, and number 2 is the Khabar. And in terms of all the rules applied, these Mubtada is Ma'rifa, Khabar is Nakira. Mubtada and Khabar both are Marfu', and now and Al-Adad, the Khabar is to match the Mubtada. In Al-Jumlatul Fa'liya, we have the fi'l first, and then these are the slots we can have in Al-Jumlatul Fa'liya. What the slots and the names of the slots we have learned so far, we'll be adding few more later on. First, the fa'il, because every fi'l needs a fa'il. Without a fa'il, there is no a fi'l. Some verbs, the fa'il and fi'l, and the fa'il makes the complete sentence, and the i'rab of fa'il is marfu'. Some verbs require Yes, another slot we've learned in the last lesson, a few lessons back, is the naibul fa'il. Naibul fa'il comes when the fail is fail majhul, al-fail al-majhul, and we know how to make al-fail al-majhul. Is the first letter gets a dhamma, the second to last letter gets a kasra. Either it is 3-letter verb, second to last letter will get a kasra. Either it is a 4-letter verb or 5th-letter verb. Always the second to last letter will get a kasra and the first letter will get a dhamma. And the remaining letters will, the rest of the letters will remain the same. So in those, these fails are called al-fail al-majhul. In fail al-majhul, fail majhul don't have a fa'il. Instead, it has naibul fa'il. So call it naibu fa'ilin. The Arab is also marfu. Another slot we add is maf'ulun bihi, the object of the sentence. It is also mansub. Some fails can have some fail can have two maf'uls. So the second maf'ul is called maf'ulun bihi thaniyan. Again, it is in mansub case. Another slot we've learned, which is maf'ulun fihi. It is an ism that gives the meaning of time or place. It will. It is called maf'ulun fi. It is also mansub. Another slot we've learned, it is hal. The hal is always nakira. The hal is always nakira and come as mansub. We have other slots left, so we'll be adding later on. In the last lesson, one of the important things we've learned is when a jumla becomes a complete jumla, in grammar automatically turns into a nakira. So we treat the jumla grammatically as a nakira. So any slot that is only a nakira, the jumla can come as well. In the last lesson, we just looked at a khabar because khabar is nakira. The jumla, either it is complete with fail and fa'il, or it is complete with fail, fa'il and maf'ul, or sometimes complete with maf'ul bihi. All these can come as a khabar if we have a mubtada before it. Okay. And the last lesson we've learned when it is necessary to bring the fail mudhakkar, when it is necessary to bring the fail muannas, and when it is allowed the bringing the fail mudhakkar or muannas. If you haven't seen the video or the lesson, is the lesson before this lesson, the previous lesson, you must watch the video. Let's go through the صيغ الفعل الماضي. فعل الماضي has 14 صيغas or 14 forms. Let's go through them quickly. صدق, it is a new verb we've taken from our list of the verbs we are learning. It is from the group of nasara. So صدق, صدقا, صدقوا, صدقت, صدقتا, صدقنا, صدقت, صدقتما, صدقتم, صدقتي, صدقتما, صدقتن, صدقت, and صدقنا. How do we make the 14 forms of فعل الماضي? The first two forms is automatically, it is there, is already made, like صدقة. Just add ta as-sakina to make it feminine. And the rest of the 12 forms, we have to add the damir al-marfu al-muttasil. Is only used for fi'l al-madi. We have done this these damirs in the previous lessons. So if you haven't memorized them, go and learn them properly. This is how you're able to recognize the forms of الماضي. If we have memorized the ضمير المرفوع المتصل. This ضمير, they only comes with attached to فعل ماضي. Let's move on. Another thing we've learned, الضمير المنصوب المتصل. This ضمير is attached only with فعل, with the فعل. Doesn't matter فعل ماضي or later on will learn فعل مضارع. These will come في محل نسب, في محل نسب, and always is مفعول به. Because in جملة فعلية there are other slots are في محل نسب, but no, they may be something else, مفعول فيه, حال. But when ضمير متصل comes with the فعل, it is only going to be مفعول به, nothing else. So these are the 6 for غائب, هو, هما, هم, هما, هن, and 6 for مخاطب, ك, هما, كم, هي, هما, كنا, and 2 for متكلم, يا متكلم, and أنا المتكلمين. Next we have learned الضمير المنصوب المنفصل. They are detached. These ضميrs also comes as مفعول به, which is only one ضمير, which is إيا, and we add other حروف to identify or to tell us who we are talking about. For غائب, we just add the same ضمير as الضمير المنصوب المتصل with the ضمير إيا. And next 6 is for مخاطب, and 2 for متكلم. So these are 14 الضمير المنصوب المنفصل. Again, if you haven't memorized them, okay, what I can say, don't worry, I'm here. We'll revise all these, maybe some every day, not every day. I mean, for some future lessons, you will learn them, inshallah. Next, okay, today's lesson, making الفعل الماضي emphatic. The particle قد. The particle قد is غير عامل. It is a حرف. It is غير عامل. Means it does not affect any of the slot in the sentence grammatically. It doesn't change any of the grammatic function of the slots in the sentence. It is حرف. The particle قد has 4 meanings. We haven't done this in the past. In the past courses, I haven't done this. This is a new thing. I had to research and learn. Yes, so bear with me. The particle قد has 4 meanings. Number 1, التحقيق, confirmation. Number 2, التقريب, nearness. Number 3, التقليل, very less. Number 4, التوقع, possibility. We'll be looking and learning the first 2, التحقيق and التقريب. The other 2, التقليل and التوقع, maybe we'll talk about in the future lessons. Okay, so قد gives 4 meanings. التحقيق, confirmation of the فعل. التقريب, the nearness of the فعل in terms of time, zaman. And التقليل, often, very less, often about the فعل, very less happens. Okay? And توقع, possibility of the fail. When the particle qad is used before al-fail al-madi, it gives the meaning of at-tahqiq, gives the meaning of confirmation. Mean certainly the fail has been done. There's no doubt about it. Okay? Confirmation. It makes al-fail madi emphatic. It is translated as indeed, certainly. So when we see qad with fail madi, this is one of the way to make al-fail madi emphatic. Sometimes, here, look at over here. Sometimes the particle qad is used before al-fail madi. It gives the meaning of at-taqrib, nearness. Okay? So normally when we say about fail madi in the past could be 1 second, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, in the past. But when qad is used, it will tell us in the past, but very near. Maybe sometime, we'll understand from the context. This is called al-fail al-madi al-qarib, present perfect in English grammar. Al-fail al-madi al-qarib. So in the Quran, whenever we see the qad, most of the time it will be for number 1, at-tahqiq. At-tahqiq. Okay? So if the context is telling us nearness, we will treat that as a taqrib. Okay, so this is today's lesson. We're going to be using the particle qad to make al-fail madi emphatic, and this is what harfu tahqiqin is. Let's go through again. The particle qad has 4 meanings. Number 1, at-tahqiq, confirmation. Number 2, at-taqrib, nearness. Number 3, at-taqleel, very less. And number 4, at-tawaqqu, possibility. Let me talk about the first little bit about taqleel. We can say, the lazy people, they very less pass their exam. Lazy people, not people, lazy students, sorry. Lazy students passes in the exam very less. So this is when we use qad for taqleel. Tawaqqu, most of the time it is the answer for a question. It is used answer for a question. For example, if anyone asks you, has the train arrived? Answer is maybe, possible. This is when you use qad. You can say qad wasala. Possible, it is arrived. But again, we'll be looking at the first two, at-tahqiq and taqrib. When the particle qad is used before al-fail al-madi, it gives the meaning of at-tahqiq, confirmation that fail has been done. There is no doubt about it. It makes al-fail madi emphatic. It is translated as indeed, certainly. Sometimes the particle qad is used before al-fail madi. It gives the meaning of at-taqrib, nearness of the fail has been done. This is called al-fail al-madi al-qarib, present perfect. Understood so far? We've seen this particle a lot in the Quran. and maybe other courses we have learned this, but this is it. This is the in more details about the particle qad. Okay, let's move on. So here some examples using qad to make al-fi'l al-madi emphatic. Obvious, we are doing al-jumlatul fi'liya with al-fi'l al-madi. To make al-fi'l al-madi emphatic, we need the particle qad. We start with qad. So because it's emphatic, قد أفلح. قد أفلح. So أفلح is the الفعل الماضي. The صيغة is صيغة مفرد, the مفرد form of it. So whenever it is مفرد form of it, the fa'il can come as اسم ظاهر, a noun, a fa'il. If there is no noun, a fa'il, then we have to make the الضمير, the مستتر, the fa'il, which is تقديره هو. Let's see. المؤمنون. This is a Jama Mudhakkar Salim. It is in Rafa case because the waw is showing us it's Rafa case, so you must be the fa'il. But there's no need to go back and get the fa'il, ضمير المستتر. We have the fa'il. قد أفلح المؤمنون. قد أفلح المؤمنون. So here the qad is telling us the aflaha certainly is done on the mu'minun. So aflaha المؤمنون. تركيب قد حرف تحقيق, because it is giving us meaning of confirmation, or the emphatic. حرف تحقيق أفلح فعل المؤمنون فاعل. Translation: the believers have indeed became successful. So here, because it's emphatic, we use the word indeed. The believers have indeed became successful. The Arab قد حرف تحقيق مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. As soon as we hear the word حرف, حرف has no place in the sentence. لا محل له من الإعراب. أفلح, I think we did this. This is a new verb. Many of us may know this verb. أفلح, to become successful. If it's new to us, let's learn it. It is a 4-letter verb. أفلح. أفلح فعل ماض مبني على الفتح الظاهر لا محل له من الإعراب. And we did the إعراب of جمع مذكر سالم. المؤمنون فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الواو لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. Question is, why not فلاح? Why not فلاح? Can we make our own verbs? Make us own verbs and make a different Arabic language. Can I do that? Yes, أفلح, we have to learn. This is our Arab. This is the language they use. أفلح. فلاح, I don't know. I never came across. I think I need to research about فلاح. Yes, أفلح, to become successful. Let's move on. Next one. قد نجح. Again, a new verb. نجح, to pass. One of the meaning. If it's used with student, we'll translate past. Okay. So let's say الطالب. Okay. So here it is a confirmation that the student has passed. Confirmation here. Again, it is confirmation because it's emphatic. There's no doubt about it. We can use the word indeed in English. قد نجح الطالب. قد حرف تحقيق، نجح فعل، and الطالب فاعل. Translation: indeed, the student has passed. Or if it's just simple, sometimes we can translate the student has passed to get the emphatic meaning. قد حرف تحقيق مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. and the نجح فعل ماض فعل ماض مبني على الفتح الظاهر لا محل له من الإعراب. الطالب فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. Next example. قد. I should have changed the title, but it's okay. قد. Let's see what comes. قامت. قامت. So here a new verb. قام. Many of us we know this verb. قام. We did in الجملة الاسمية some examples of قائم, standing. قائم. قام is to stand up. Stand up. Sometimes قام is used also for other meaning, to establish. To establish, especially when it comes with the salah. When قام comes with the salah, it is translated as establish. Sometimes we translate start, began, begun. Okay? So here قد قامت. Let's see what is the fa'il. الصلاة. قد قامت الصلاة. قد قامت الصلاة. This is one of the sentences that as Muslims we hear, especially the male, 5 times a day. 5 times a day. Provided go to the masjid or they do Jama'ah at home. For male, if the masjid is nearby, they shouldn't be doing Jama'ah at home. Should be going to the masjid. So قد قامت الصلاة. If you didn't know the meaning of this, today you'll know the meaning of this sentence. قد قامت الصلاة. Let's do the tarkib. قد. Okay, it will give us the meaning of تقريب. So here we'll say قد حرف تقريب, because it's giving us the nearness. قامت فعل and الصلاة فاعل. Translation: the prayer has begun. It is ready to start. It is very near, ready to start. Okay? So the prayer has started. The prayer has begun. I'm thinking of a ruling, a mas'ala here for the salah. Will I mention it? No, I won't, because this is not fiqh class, is it? This is a Arabic grammar class. Right, so here قد قامت الصلاة, the prayer has begun. So this qad is giving us the meaning of taqrib. As I said in the Quran, most of the time it will be harfu tahqiq. I don't think so. There is qad used in the Quran for taqrib. It's outside the Quran, okay? So قد قامت الصلاة. You come across any verb in the Quran that used for taqrib, please let me know. The Arab قد حرف تقريب. When the context is telling us it is قد for تقريب, we say حرف تقريب. Otherwise, just go for حرف تحقيق. Doesn't matter. مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. Right. قامت فعل ماض مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. I think by looking at it, I missed one thing over here. What did I miss? The Arab. What Arab did I miss? Is the meaning of, someone asked the falaha, is the meaning of falaha to become successful or what? You just wrote successful. The question was about falaha, not salaha. We know salaha. Salah is to become pious. Right. What did I miss here? I missed the atta. Yeah? التاء الساكنة. It is حرف لا محل له من الإعراب. الصلاة فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. وهي التاء الساكنة مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. Right? Yep. قد قامت الصلاة, the translation, as I said, many ways you can translate. You can translate began or about to begin or about to start, all same, it doesn't matter. Right, next, adding the lamul ibtida with the particle qad. Sometimes we see the alam is added with the qad. So this is called, it's called lamul ibtida. When the lamul ibtida is used with the qad, it gives tahqiq meaning only. It will give only tahqiq meaning. It cannot have other three meaning. Okay, it cannot have the taqrib meaning, the nearness. It doesn't have the what was the other one? The tawaqqu meaning. Okay, it will not give other meaning. Blank. So it is harfu tahqiq. It is harfu taqrib. It is harfu tawaqqu. The third one, someone remind me. Blank. Anyway, so it is this lamul ibtida will give only tahqiq meaning. means confirmation. Sometimes the lamul ibtida used with qad, it is used for an oath, and it is called lamul qasam. Lamul qasam. Right. So yeah. Sometimes the lamul ibtida is used with qad. It is used for an oath, and it is called lamul qasam. In the Quran, all the lam is used with qad is for lamul qasam. But because we haven't learned lamul qasam yet, we'll just do the Arab of lamul ibtida. Okay. So lamul ibtida is used with qad. It will only can give. You cannot say laqad qamat as-salah. Cannot say laqad qamat as-salah, because the qamat as-salah will give us the meaning of nearness, and the la with the qad is only will give us the confirmation meaning. All right, so let's see some of the example for this. Laqad. Okay? Laqad. So when we see this laqad, many Quranic verse comes in our mind. Number one, لقد خلقنا الإنسان. لقد خلقنا الإنسان. Complete sentence. We can add few more things to the jumla. But this is what we have done, so keep it here. لقد خلقنا الإنسان. Here, لقد لام الابتداء. Lam is لام الابتداء, and the قد is حرف تحقيق. Okay. خلقنا فعل plus فاعل is the فاعل. فعل plus فاعل, and the الإنسان, which is مفعول به. مفعول به. Again, I need to change that. Indeed, we have created man. Indeed, لقد خلقنا الإنسان. Someone just remind us another ayah. لقد جاءكم. لقد جاءكم. Sometime رسول. قد جاءكم. Sometime بينة. بينات. Sometime name of prophet. لقد جاءكم موسى. All this will give us the confirmation of the fail, and in translation we'll translate indeed to make it emphatic. Arab. لقد اللام لام الابتداء حرف, and it is مبني على الفتح. لا on the فتحة. مبني على الفتح. It is حرف, so لا محل له من الإعراب. قد حرف تحقيق. حرف تحقيق مبني على السكون لا محل له من الإعراب. Or we can say حرف قد لام ولام القسم. لام القسم. But if we want to say that, we have to say there is a محذوف. There is a hidden qasam here. So we haven't done all this so far. So we're not going to go to that. When we do that, then you can, yes. But now, just say حرف التحقيق. خلقنا, we've done this many times. فعل ماض مبني على الفتح الظاهر لا محل له من الإعراب. نا الفاعلين. نا is نا الفاعلين. ضمير متصل مبني على السكون, which place is coming في محل رفع فاعل. then الإنسان مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Another way of making الجملة الفعلية emphatic, because we're doing a فعل ماضي, we'll talk about فعل ماضي. We can apply this for other fields as well, فعل مضارع. Okay? So one way making فعل ماضي emphatic is bringing the particle قد before فعل ماضي. Before فعل ماضي. Sometimes the لام الابتداء is used with قد, and this time قد will give only التحقيق meaning, the confirmation meaning, the emphatic meaning. Another way to make الفعل الماضي emphatic is bringing any slot part of a sentence before its usual place. Before its usual place, it creates emphasis. For example, the order of the فعل, number one فعل, then فاعل, then مفعول به, then the other slots can come. مفعول فيه, حال, okay, all this. But this is the order: فعل, فاعل, and مفعول به. So bringing any slots, remember any slot here means the مفعول or the slots after the فاعل. Remember, you cannot move فاعل from its place. I mean, not before فعل. فاعل always will come after فعل. Could be متصل together or separated. Doesn't matter. File always has to come after the fill. Could be straight after the fill or few words or one word after the fill, as long as it is after the fill. But the maf'uls, maf'ul bihi or maf'ul fihi, can even come before the fill. Okay? The Arab will tell us, the Arab will show us it is before the fill or not. Because we've done maf'ul, Arab is mansub. So any ism, it starts with mansub, then we see fail, automatically we'll know this is either maf'ulun bihi or maf'ulun fihi. So bringing any slots of a sentence before its usual place, it creates emphasis. The fronted slot is labeled as muqaddam. I think we've done this a little bit. Muqaddam, brought forward, fronted. The fronted slot is translated with only, in fact, it is, or just underline to emphasize this word. Okay, and do that. So this is another way to make al-fi'l al-madi emphatic, bringing the slots or the maf'ul especially before its usual place. Let's say some example. Al-yawma. Al-yawma. So here we can see this word is in mansub case, al-yawma. It cannot be mubtada because mubtada is in rafa case, marfu. It cannot be mubtada. If there must be a fail in the sentence. Akmaltu. Akmaltu. The verb again, new verb, akmala. Akmala is completed, perfected, made it perfect. Akmala. And the ta over here is used. We know it is mutakallim. Mufrad mutakallim. Al-yawma akmaltu. Only the things we have done so far, we have learned. We're just going to talk about that. Anything that comes in the sentence, in the ayah, we're not going to talk about that. Just to complete the sentence or keep the ayah as it is, because we are not allowed to change the ayah. If it's the ayah of the Quran, we just as it is. But some of the slots we haven't done it yet, so we're not going to talk about it. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم. اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم. So we've done اليوم. يوم gives meaning of time, which is ظرف zaman, so we can talk about it. The فعل أكمل, yes, we can talk about it. We've done the ضمير that is attached with فعل. Okay. دين, it is in mansub case, we can talk about it. Okay. The kum, when a dhamir is attached to an ism. So deen is an ism, name of something, religion. So the dhamir is attached. What happens to those dhamirs? We haven't done it yet, so we're not going to talk about it. Let's do the tarkib. اليوم مفعول فيه مقدم. Because this original place would be after the فعل and fa'il. Because it's brought forward, is fronted, we say مفعول فيه مقدم. أكملت فعلا فاعل, the ta is the fa'il. We're not going to talk about that, sorry, it off. And دينكم, let's call it a مفعول به, because دينا is in nasab case, so that is مفعول به. What is قوم? We're not going to talk about it now. Translation: this day I have perfected you your religion. I have perfected for you your religion. Again, as I said, when the slot is fronted, either to make it emphatic, we can translate indeed, certainly, or it is, or in fact, or just underline it. This day I have perfected for you your religion. So the Arab will be اليوم مفعول فيه مقدم. مفعول فيه مقدم. Or if we want to start with a fail, we can start with a fail and bring the maf'ul as we go original, or you can start with the word what it is in front of us. اليوم مفعول فيه مقدم ظرف زمان. Remember, we need to mention what type of ظرف it is, because there are two types of ظرف. One is ظرف zaman, another one is ظرف al-makan. You need to identify which one. So here ظرف الزمان and مفعول فيه always منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. أكملت فعل ماض مبني على السكون السكون مبني على الضم لاتصاله بتاء الفاعل لا محل له من الإعراب. التاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم. No, sorry. Yeah, the فعل, we're talking about فعل, isn't it? أكملت فعل ماض مبني على السكون. That's perfect, correct. Why? لاتصال بتاء الفاعل لا محل له من الإعراب. Now we're talking about the تاء. والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. And let's talk about the دين. As we said, it is مفعول به. دين مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. So let's quickly change that. That we're not going to talk about it. Those of you know, lakum, as you know it. So اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم. So any ism we see in mansub case, there is a fail after it, will be مفعول, either مفعول به or either مفعول به or any other slots we can talk about. Okay, so this is the end of lesson number 16. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. You have learned a new thing, new knowledge about the word or harf qad. Our main topic was about making jumla fi'li emphatic. The word, the harf qad is used. This qad gives us four meaning. Again, I asked you the question, no one answered, even you've forgotten. Yeah, so it is التحقيق gives the meaning of confirmation. Then التقريب gives the meaning of nearness. And the fourth one is التوقع. See, the third one is not coming. Okay, let's go back and let's see. Where is it? Over here. Come on. تقليل. Okay, التقليل. تقليل. We know now. So التحقيق, التقريب, التقليل, and التوقع. التحقيق means confirmation. التقريب means nearness. التقليل means less or very less. And التوقع means possibility, probability, possibility. So in the Quran, whenever we say qad, it is for confirmation and it is for emphatic. We say indeed, certainly. Sometimes the lamul ibtida is used with laqad. Normally this lam is for lamul qasam in the Quran, okay? Lamul qasam, but because we don't know what qasam is at the moment, we'll be using lam al-ibtida. Lam al-ibtida. Because it's coming with qad, we'll translate indeed. And this lam comes with the qad just for either just for qasam and to make this qad only for tahqiq, confirmation. Does not give other meaning. It will not give the meaning of at-taqrib. It will not give meaning of at-taqleel. It will not give the meaning of at-tawaqqa. So this is one way to make al-fi'l madi emphatic. Another way to make al-fi'l jumla fi'liya emphatic is just change the structure of the sentence, bringing slots before from its usual place also creates emphasis. Is only the maf'uls that we can do that. Fa'il, we cannot bring fa'il before the fi'l. Fa'il always will come after the fi'l. Either it is straight away, most of the time, yes, we will see the fa'il attached to the fi'l. Sometime if comes after one word, 2 words, 3 words, okay, it doesn't matter as long as the fa'il is after the fi'l. Okay, so now we know whenever we see this word qad or laqad in the Quran, we're easily able to translate indeed or certainly. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next lesson. Keep well, stay safe. Stay safe. We ask Allah to save all of us from this pandemic that we are in, and Allah to save us from this virus. Allah to protect everyone, all humans, and make our life normal again. We ask Allah, and this is one of the things that I think Allah Allah loves us. Okay, Allah loves us. He wants to lessen our sins, because this is what Quran says, isn't it? This is what Quran says. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس. It is our own fault. We are the one who brought this calamity or this pandemic upon us. As the Quran says, the corruption, the calamity, the disease, everything comes upon us in this world. بما كسبت أيدي الناس. Either it is in the land or it is in the sea. بما كسبت أيدي الناس is the earning of the people, is the earning of us. We have sinned so much. We have to face this. I think one of the reason Allah, He loves us, He wants to make our sin less. He wants to forgive us. He wants to forgive us. When in the beginning, when this pandemic started in the beginning, we've seen ourselves. We are more close to Allah than ever. We were more close to Allah than ever. Keep the spirit. Keep it up. Let's continue. Don't give up. All the way, our last breath, to our last breath, turn to Allah. Turn to Allah. May Allah forgive our sins. Allah, because of this pandemic, please forgive our sins, because you look for reasons. If this is the reason, Allah, please forgive us and give us the tawfiq and the ability to worship you, or not to return to any sins at all. But again, we are weak. If we do, give us the tawfiq to do tawbah and repentance straight away. Okay, so we'll see in the next lesson. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.